Where do I start? Where do I get my rhythm? Where do I get my groove?
I always start off with a bounce. You just start with a bounce, and then you see.
I'm part of the baddest game, most successful game in the world. I went to Portugal this year, and the young tour guide goes, "It's Doris Burke from 2K." It wasn't Doris Burke, the announcer. It was Doris Burke from 2K.
Oh! Okay, all right, that's it. That's payback. We're good. We're good. The game can end.
Oh, Giannis! Look at Giannis taking over.
What's up, Coach?
Okay, you're gonna run with the starters tonight. We want to give you a look with the first unit, see how it goes.
That's what's up, Coach.
You earned it, Jay. Yeah, but you gotta perform if you want it to stick.
Hey, not an issue.
You seem pretty confident.
Is that a bad thing?
No, just make sure that your work ethic matches your confidence.
Hey, man, you know I live in the gym. I got this.
All right, there's lots of guys in China and Europe who thought they made it before they did.
You know you just said the same thing 3 different ways.
So you get my point.
Yeah, understood, Coach.
All right, that's it.
All right.
Hey, good luck out there, kid.
Hey, thanks, Sarge. I appreciate you.
Hey, Jay.
What's
I
up?
need you with the rest of the starters. We're gonna take a pic for social.
A picture?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, let's go. All right, gentlemen, let's huddle up here for photo. Get all in there. All right, group up a little bit more. Okay, why don't you guys take a big step back? That look good? Okay. All right, thanks everybody. That was
appreciate
great. Thank you so much. That turned out really well.
Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Here we have it. NBA action tonight. The Milwaukee Bucks going up against the Hawks in Atlanta. Last game for the Hawks, they ended up with a loss to the Lakers in Los Angeles. It's been a rough beginning to the year. Certain pieces haven't gelled. They look frustrated at times. Hard to pinpoint exactly what the problem might be, but there's still a lot of season left to play for them to figure it out. Night after night, we're seeing the scoring prowess of Che. Has a string of 30-point games coming in. Kenny, do you think he can keep it up?
I think he can. He's been able to keep his focus throughout. I mean, How could you not believe in Che at this point, Ernie?
Honestly, guys, no surprise to see Shea hitting 30 night after night. Take it from me, somebody who averaged 30 a night back in 2000 without the free throws. Tough thing to do, but Shea can do it.
Did you call him Shea? His name is Che. What are you, Chak?
Oh, I thought it was Shea.
Che.
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 Like almost saying chair.
Yeah.
Oh, got it, Che.
Yeah.
Thanks. No, I thought it was Shea.
Chak.
We'll be right
Harlan.
back.
Che.
The Hawks on their way to the locker room earlier, hoping to send their fans home happy tonight. And the game arrivals sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. Are setting tonight with the lights of downtown Atlanta shining in the background. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. And tonight our matchup, we'll see the Atlanta Hawks going up against the Milwaukee Bucks. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. And getting into the second part of November here, a quick glance at the power rankings. Let's see how everyone started out. Take a look at the Lakers. They're moving on up, 4th spot in the rankings this time around.
And you know for the Bucks, they're just so locked in right now. It does.
And before we get going, let's...
And a fresh new face in the NBA, Shea, with endorsements rolling in. The controversy made him recognizable. His gregarious nature makes him the ideal spokesman. For a lot of reasons, different companies are loving him, guys.
Thanks, David. Shea is marketable, Greg, as they get.
And I'm not too surprised that Che's already landing sponsors. I mean, he has the game, the personality, and he has a lot of people rooting for him.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Bledsoe is out there with the Wizard, and it's Lopez in at the 5 spot. And for the Hawks, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Bembry out there with Young, and it's Capella in at the center position. And the last 2 drafts, the Atlanta Hawks aggressively making trades to assemble this roster.
And drafting DeAndre Hunter and Cam Reddish, great length and versatility on the wings. You pair that with Trae Young and John Collins, and that's an exciting young core for the Hawks.
Here's Townsend. Middleton trying to break free. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Man, there we
one
go.
on
We
Collins.
are ready to start.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The Bucks shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws, 81% as a team.
Yeah, guys, they can feel very good about themselves when you bring up those statistics. Impressive numbers. And he makes the first. Well, Clark, no doubt you've been through this many times. The regular season is a grind. I think you said that before. Do the veteran players need to teach the young guys how to handle that schedule? I clearly think, Kevin, that the veterans can be helpful, but there's nothing like firsthand experience, and you really have to experience the length and the grueling nature of the season to understand how you best can weather the schedule, but veterans certainly can be helpful. Is there a rookie wall, Clark? Is that true? Yeah, I think there is one. Clearly, I hit it, and most rookies that I've talked to during my time and beyond find a period in that season when they bump into that wall. 6 on the shot clock. On its way from Young for 2, and misses it off the right side of the rim. On offense, here are the Bucks. Passes it to Townsend. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on DeAndre Hunter. The Bucks have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. That free throw good from Townsend. Well, you knew it was a matter of time before this team made the adjustment. Che now officially a starter for them going forward.
And being a starter wasn't handed to Che. And the fact that he had to fight his way up the pecking order of the roster should make this mean all that much more to him. Easy call to move him into the starting lineup with how he's played.
Bledsoe against Young. Rebound, Milwaukee. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
And, you know, the guys on the bench have great confidence in themselves. And when their name was called, they were ready to compete and contribute.
Bembry the pass to Capella. Hawks passing it around. Here's Bembry, guarded by Townsend. And Collins is right there.
And, you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their fourth shot of the game.
Bledsoe outside. Here's Antetokounmpo. Rebounded by Capella.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Young drives in. An easy 2 points on the layup.
You gotta like seeing this from Young, wanting to prove he's more than just a jump shooter.
Bledsoe passes to Townsend. Antetokounmpo against Collins. And the shot is good.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
Here's Young. He had a 30-point outing their last game against the Lakers. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Now, here's Capella. Over onto Antetokounmpo. And it's Capella missing. Bucks leading by 4. Inside, here's Townsend. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Townsend's got 8 points.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
On its way from Young for 2. Off the mark with the little step back, Johnny.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
How about the springs of this guy, Antetokounmpo, also known as the Greek Freak? I mean, he just gets up off the ground like a rocket on these alley-oop chances.
Young taking his time here. Buries the long-range jumper. Young's got his second basket.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. The high post shot. Townsend, no good. The Hawks trail by 5. Here's Hunter. The rebound by the Bucks. Giannis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Townsend. And he really did play well against Chicago in that last game. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. The Hawks have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game.
You know, in just his first season with Milwaukee, a huge success for Coach Budenholzer. I mean, came in and led the team to the top seed in the East, gave the franchise a huge boost, and I think they found their leader for the next several years.
Lobbed up there for Collins. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
How about the vision from the crafty little guard? Young excels at realizing when his guys have clean looks.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Clark for the Bucks. The players said Budenholzer instilled a sense of confidence in the team.
And you know what? Sometimes you have a coaching change, and that injection of a different type of approach and a change in culture can make a big difference. Coach Budenholzer has always shown the ability to get the most out of his roster and shows you what a difference a coach can make.
Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You take a look at the Bucks. Things going their way so far in this season. Right now, they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record. And, of course, the Hawks. Quite a few spots down the ladder right now.
And, you know, right now for Atlanta, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
You know, it's really hard to figure out exactly what's been missing, but there is something missing that perhaps could be the system they're playing in.
The pass to Hunter. Outside Collins. Pass to Young. Launches a three. Sinks the three-pointer. Young's got 8.
And the effortless shooting motion. Young's three-point jumper is just poetry in motion and has it on automatic.
Townsend, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Over Collins. Antetokounmpo, no good.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Up their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Townsend, the pass to Bledsoe. To the paint, stolen by Collins. Here's Bembry, guarded by Bledsoe. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
With a number of moves and shots to choose from, Hunter is scary. Nice bucket there.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Middleton. To the wing right side. Young against Bledsoe. Pass to Townsend. To halt the run. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got 6 rebounds in the game.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. Jeff Teague, he's checked in for Atlanta. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Eric Bledsoe. DiVincenzo passes to Townsend. Passes to Lopez. Here's Townsend. Capella covering. Here's DiVincenzo. And the Bucks miss again. And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta. It's a 3-point game. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
Hey, knocking down free throws in a hostile environment is really about the battle of the mind.
Timeout called, the Bucks. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some game. Bucks trail by 3 on the court for the Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Is it out there at Bledsoe? And it's Middleton in at the 3. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Atlanta's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Teague, the pass to Collins. And the rejection by Giannis. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Giannis Antetokounmpo is the reigning MVP. He's the second Bucks player to win it since Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And he's the 3rd youngest MVP in league history. Kevin, he's just scratching the surface of what he'll do in this league.
You said it, D.A., and some good facts in your report, too. Thank you. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Teague.
Well, you know, it's hard to overstate the impact that Giannis has on the floor with his play. I mean, he gives you so much at both ends of the floor, offense and defense, and really draws a lot of attention from the opposing team.
Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. 8 points for Giannis.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
Hawks have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. The pass to Bembry. To the inside. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And here's the fast break. Giannis leading the way. And he makes that one. And it's a 3-point Milwaukee lead.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
The efficiency of Giannis. Clark, that's just the icing on the cake.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. for years, people were asking, how scary is Giannis going to be? Well, we got our answer pretty much in the form of he's a nightmare.
The shot by Bledsoe, nobody around. Trains the three-pointer. And the Bucks lead by 6. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for Milwaukee?
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught them off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Here's Bembry. The Hawks again can't hit.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Well, I love the unselfishness there. I mean, if you're open, Antetokounmpo, make sure you get the ball.
Atlanta's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. Well, Clark, what a year it was for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Last season, he took everything to the next level from the get-go. He became a top player in the NBA.
And you know what, guys? Early on, you could see it and you could feel it. It was going to be a special year for Giannis because his progression and development, his hunger, his commitment, his work ethic, all of that helped him become the MVP of the league against a pretty competitive field of MVP candidates.
Back to Capella. Shot to stop the run. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Mark, it seems that guards are rebounding now more than ever. What do you make of that trend?
You know what, Kevin? I think it's a function of how the game is played. More and more teams play small ball, where they really don't have a big guy out there or a traditional center out there. You may have guards and wings, and oftentimes your tallest guy might be 6'8". So it makes it important for guards and everybody to rebound the ball. So I think you see more guards getting more rebounds because of teams playing small ball as a function of the three-point shot's importance in the game.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
For Milwaukee, they have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
You know, since entering the league at age 18, Antetokounmpo has really grown. The Greek Freak, now one of the league's premier talents, no doubt.
Teague, and it's sent back by Lopez. Pass to Townsend. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Well, you know, what a season for the Bucks last year. Best record in the East, best record overall in the league. The team cruised during the regular season to win 60 games.
Hey, Clark, those 60 wins for the Bucks, the most since 1980.
You know, start to finish, this team was a force. Had a great approach on both ends of the floor. Fun to watch. No glaring weaknesses in a game plan that works for them. Future's bright there.
Teague finds Collins. Now here's Teague. Antetokounmpo defending. Teague, the pass to Collins. It's in. That's his 3rd field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Here's Townsend. Milwaukee, no good that time either. The Hawks trail by 9. Pass to Bembry. He kicks it to Hunter. Goes up at the stripe. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Brook Lopez. And he may not have gotten the same attention as some of the other picks back in the 2017 draft break, but John Collins out of Wake Forest has been outstanding thus far in his career.
Really one of the league's best kept secrets. Tremendous athleticism, also great hands, and just has a knack for moving to the open spot around that rim.
Here's Townsend. He's got 14. Rebound by the Hawks. Capella's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. T kicks to Capella. Here's Bembry. There's the killer two-handed slam.
strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Count that bucket.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
Yeah, and, you know, the game of basketball, as you well know, Greg, and guys, is a game of runs. So their offense is starting to move in a positive direction now. Nice upswing here.
Shot by Collins, no good.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
Townsend. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, you know, the Bucks can be a real force on defense. We're the top-rated defense last season in the league, and number 1 in rebounding and challenging shooters as well.
Under 6.
First free throw is good. And Clark, the length and size of the Bucks, a big part of their defensive success.
Well, I agree. I mean, versatile defenders across the board for the Bucks. They can handle switches and pick and rolls comfortably. Makes for a very strong defensive force no matter who's on the floor for this team.
Labissiere is checked in for Collins. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Clark, among the bigs, which one you think runs the floor the best?
Boy, I tell you, Anthony Davis is gazelle-like, and this guy is north of 7 feet tall and is just agile and quick in getting up and down. I think I'd put him at the top of the list. Clint Capella is in that category, and Giannis Antetokounmpo as well, but a lot of times he has the ball and is taking it rack to rack.
He does. Brings it up like a guard, and no one can stop him.
Nobody can stop that guy when he gets coming downhill at you.
Clock at 6. Here's Townsend. And again, the Bucks miss.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
Here's Hunter. Lays it up and banks it in.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Here's Townsend. The shot, no good. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. And there's the foul. It'll go on the Wizard. That is his first foul of the game. And the Hawks making a change here. Young's checked in. Murray's checked in for Milwaukee. The Hawks trail by 5. Knocks it loose. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. Here's what the Atlanta Hawks have lined up on their schedule. On Friday, they'll be playing against Blake Griffin and the Detroit Pistons. And then on Saturday, they'll take on Marc Gasol and the Toronto Raptors.
And the matchup with the Timberwolves. There aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire. And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from three-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Capella.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage, and it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Here's Townsend. Middleton trying to break free. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Clint Capella. And that one misses. And he sinks the second. And here's Young. 11 points in the game. In it goes for the 5th time and 10 shots for him this game.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Lopez kicks to Murray. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Shooting for Milwaukee. Townsend. Taking 2 shots. Under 6.
First free throw is good.
And just doing a much better job of getting to the line this quarter than he did in the first.
Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Bembry. Lopez, he's checked in for the Bucks. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Chris Middleton.
And he's been rock solid at the free throw line tonight. A little bit of an unexpected bonus for them.
Here's Young in Atlanta again with the bucket.
An effective multi-dimensional scorer. Young is incredible at turning on the Jets when he's feeling.
Here's Giannis. Rebounded by the Hawks. Capella's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
Man. You gotta love his man.
1 second left. Can't hit that one. Tie game in Atlanta. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Chris, how did the team's offensive approach improve in that first half?
We didn't have any type of tempo going. We were real stagnant, standing around a lot. Once we got moving, pushing the ball more, we got what we want.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. We're seeing a tremendous game from the Wizard.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young is out there with Bembry, and it's Capella in at the 5 roaming the paint. That's the group starting the second half for Lloyd Pierce. Clark, we know you have great passion for the game of basketball. Any passions that our fans may not know about?
Yeah, I enjoy golf. I'm an avid reader, as you well know, Kevin. We actually share book titles on occasion. Obviously, food is universal, and there's nothing I turn down. I try to eat certain things in moderation, but I enjoy board games, too. In terms of sports, I'm a fan of football, both college and pro. Enjoy playing golf, and board games and reading probably are what occupy my time.
Young against Bledsoe. Here's Collins, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Passes it to Townsend. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a three-point play. That's on Clint Capella. Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Under 6.
Second half just getting started, about a minute played. The pass to Young. Kicks it to Capella. Here's Bembry. He's covered by Townsend. 4 on the clock. Shoots the 3. Bembry misses.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Uncovered. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Detroit, where they'll face the Pistons. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. That shot is in, just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
He's smart at using the screen there to just create space. Young, very reliable in that pick and roll.
Pass to Middleton. Bucks passing it around. Here's Townsend. Good work defensively by Capella.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Hawks said they were going to be patient when they rebuilt their team, and they were going to do it through the draft, and they've stuck to that script. Now, Trae Young is probably the biggest name, but Atlanta's added a lot of great young talent the last 3 years. There's John Collins, Kevin Huerter, and in 2019, the Hawks added 3 more good young players in the draft. DeAndre Hunter, Cam Reddish, and Bruno Fernando. Things are looking up in Atlanta.
I would think so, too. On paper, it looks good. We'll see if it materializes. D.A., thank you as always.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Young with the ball. He's got 19. Yep, it counts. Young's got 21. The Bucks have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Pass to Townsend. Here's Lopez. Here's Townsend. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And they double up Giannis. And that one drops. That's now 32 points for the Wizard.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Bledsoe against Young. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Here's Young. He's got 21. Lopez with the block.
Big Brook Lopez gobbling up space and getting the block on that play.
It's good. Townsend's got 15 points here in the second half. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Milwaukee.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Young passes to Capella. Now the dish to Hunter. 5 on the clock. Here's Bembry. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Both teams deciding to change it up. Bucks leading by 6. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Eric Bledsoe with the rebound.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Antetokounmpo finds Lopez. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Giannis has got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. And since coming to the Bucks, Eric Bledsoe hasn't been asked to do nearly as much as he has in the past.
And for Bledsoe, that is a good thing, as he is best as a complementary player. Not scoring as much, but his decision-making and shot selection have vastly improved.
Passes it to Hunter, trying to get something going. It's hauled in by Giannis. Giannis has got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Shots good by Middleton.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Atlanta calls timeout. Well, last season, Chris Middleton was asked Clark to change his game, and even though it took some adjusting, the results were there.
Yeah, I agree with you, and that's not easy for a guy of Middleton's ability. Early in the year, Coach Bud asked him to take on less for the good of the team. That meant less post-ups for Middleton, less shot creation from him, and the numbers for Middleton went down, but the success of the team took a big
Substitution on the court.
There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Teague, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And last year, a tough one for Jeff Teague. Just couldn't put together his normal level of play.
You know, Teague missed some games with injury, but his shot just wasn't consistent. His passing and playmaking were as strong as ever, but you just couldn't rely on him to score.
Already a very confident player, knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Here's Townsend, defended by Young, and Capella sends it back. Young against Williams. Unloads. Shots good from Young. Young's got 8 here in the quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
With 1 on the clock, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Milwaukee. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And we'll be right back after this. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, Antetokounmpo out there with Matthews. Then it's Marvin Williams. Then it's the Wizard, and it's
Oh, man. And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that, guys.
Here's Young. Sweet little floater. Young's got 27 points.
And nice little floater right there. Give Young credit. He's developed the shots he needs to overcome his size limitations.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Shooting for Milwaukee. Townsend. Taking 2 shots. Under 6.
That's good from Townsend. That one is no good. The Hawks trail by 10. It's Young on the wing. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got 14 rebounds tonight, going after him. Townsend, no good. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Count that one. And it's 6 points for DeAndre Hunter.
Solid in transition. Hunter's eyes light up when he gets a chance to finish one of those off.
To the middle. Antetokounmpo passes to Townsend. Over Young. Here's Antetokounmpo. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Free throw good. Giannis. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Here's Bembry. He's covered by Matthews. Young with no one around. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Offensive rebound, and Giannis gets it to go.
Hey, I've always said rebounding is timing and tenacity, but if you got long arms, that helps too, and the Greek Freak has plenty of reach.
Young outside. Off target from three-point range.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And you know, this is why people are so high on Antetokounmpo. I mean, his build and skill set are both platinum level, and he knows how to kick his game up a gear too.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. And here's Young from the arc, sinks the triple. Young's got 30 points.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Here's Townsend, defended by Young. Antetokounmpo passes to Townsend, and that one drops for him. Townsend's got 41.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys too.
And there's the foul. It'll go on the Wizards. That's foul number 2 for him. Milwaukee making a switch here. Lopez is checked in. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Atlanta calls timeout. Nice game. Great performance by the Wizard.
Yeah, he's just torching them right now. A good decision to huddle up, kind of hit the reset button, and figure out how to slow his roll.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, guys. I got a chance to listen in on what Lloyd Pierce was saying to the team. He got on him. He said he's got to see more intensity. He said we've put ourselves in this hole and we've got to work our way out of it. Show me you've got what it takes, guys.
Thanks, David. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Outside, Jones. Lopez with the steal.
And great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy 2 if the defense wasn't there.
I tell you, that's why Antetokounmpo is so feared league-wide. I mean, when he's close to the rim, he's most likely going to flush it on you.
The Hawks trail by 16. And there's the pass to Hunter. Up top, Capella. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. The Bucks have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Scooped up. He gets that one. Giannis has got 11 here in this quarter alone.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Here's Bembry. He dishes it to Capella. 6 to shoot. Young outside. Some solid defense from Townsend. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Townsend's got 43 points. Now Young. Regarding super teams, Clark, you and I have talked a lot about this. Many fans view them in a negative light, but they're actually something we've seen around in this game for a long time.
Yeah, you're right. So often we become prisoners of the present and we forget about what transpired in the past, but the Celtics in the 60s were as dominant as any team in the history of the game. The Lakers in the 80s, the Bulls in the 90s. But I guess fans have a complaint because they feel those teams came together more organically compared to what seems to be a movement by free agents that has led to dominant championship teams, although the Warriors pretty much have built their championship team through the draft.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter.
they need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
He went a decent amount of time before his first turnover there. It's really been a good, safe stretch of basketball from him to this point.
The Hawks making a switch here. Collins is checked in. The Bucks also changing it up. Chris Middleton comes in for Wesley Matthews. And it's Eric Bledsoe in for Dante DiVincenzo. Bucks passing it around. Fires the three. Rebounded by the Hawks. Here's Bembry. Pass to Hunter. Over Middleton. The Hawks again can't hit.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Now, here is Young. Pass to Capella. Here's Bembry. He's guarded by Townsend. It's good.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
Clark, for a while now, you and I were just talking. We've had a rule that a team cannot go without a first-round pick in consecutive years. Could it be time to lift that restriction?
I certainly wouldn't mind discussing lifting the restriction, but I like it as it is on the books because it does lend itself, I think, to competitive balance. And that's important in the strength of a league.
Free throw no good for Giannis. We've seen some ugly incidents last few years, Clark, between players and heckling fans. Can anything be done to fix it?
I think security in the arenas is important. Fans oftentimes that go across the line in interacting with players are usually fueled by alcohol. I don't know how you can control that element of it. The incidents are few and far between. We have seen a few more, but I still don't think it's an epidemic. But I think security, and then each team and each franchise should really be educational with its fans about what's acceptable behavior and what won't be tolerated.
At the line for the Bucks.
He misses the free throw.
2 shots. Under 6.
And he's good on the second. Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Hunter, the pass to Collins. Young outside for the three. That shot no good. The Bucks go the other way with it.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Clark, we've had sponsors on the uniforms for a couple of seasons now. Do you think everyone's grown used to seeing them?
Yeah, I think it's a normal part of the landscape, and it will take a little more time. I've noticed them myself as I've watched games. We're certainly a far cry from looking like NASCAR drivers, which I think is a good thing. You want them to be done visibly, but not overdone.
Outside Collins. And finished off by Collins.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Here's Young. Again, the Hawks score.
And you know, he's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Here's Townsend. Goes back up. Hits it again. Wow.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Young passes to Fernando. Bledsoe against Young. There's the three. Here's Collins. Pass to Fernando. Dishes to Hunter. Here's Fernando. Lopez covering. And here's Young from the arc.
And the offensive rebounding, really the story here today. Even with the big lead, they're still showing more hustle on the boards.
Townsend, the pass to Antetokounmpo, and it's good for 2. Giannis has got 31.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Greg, the play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Young against Bledsoe. Left side, Collins. Young's shot is off.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Now the pass to Collins. Here's Bembry. Hey, Clark, the NBA moved the presentation of the MVP award to after the conclusion of the finals. You like that?
Yes and no. I think you have 2 separate awards. You could have a playoff MVP or a finals MVP, which we have. And then you have a regular season MVP. The MVP is for the body of work done during the regular season. So I think there should be a clear separation between the two, quite honestly. So, no, I don't like it.
At least you're honest, Clark.
Oh, tough play underneath there to give them another possession, just what they were hoping for. A little more time off the clock.
Here's Hunter. Pass to the Bembry. Doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Middleton. Puts it up from 15. Grabs the rebound again.
Rebound after rebound after rebound.
Oh, GA, he is crashing the glass with energy. I love it. 1:51 left in the 4th. Young against Bledsoe. Young outside. That one a little long. Taken away. And finished off by Collins.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Milwaukee.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And Greg, we know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Giannis.
What more can you really ask of a guy? I mean, when you come out and get a triple-double, making contributions all over the place.
Townsend, good on the shot. Townsend's got 56 points in the game.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exit.
Bledsoe against Young. Down low. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
Out left to the wing, to the middle. Here's Townsend. Antetokounmpo passes to Townsend. Misses the shot. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that about wraps it up.
Oh, man, I ain't gonna pass out. I'm ready to keep that mark now.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, alright.
Nice work, Che. Keep it up.
Appreciate it, Coach.
Hey, good game, man.
Appreciate it, Sarge.
Che, talk to me about your first start. How did it feel out there? It looked like you were pretty comfortable.
You know what? I was kind of nervous at first. I was mostly just trying not to mess up, to tell you the truth.
Yeah,
but yeah, man. You know what? I just want to give a big thanks to Coach for trusting, you know, in me and giving me a chance to go out there and show everyone what I'm capable of. You know, everyone wants to, you know, they want that shot to prove that you belong. And when it comes, well, if it comes, just try to make the best of it.
Che, do any moments from tonight really stand out to you? Something you'll remember years from now?
You know, it's funny. I remember real specifically that feeling of, you know, waiting for the tip and just the electricity in the crowd. I remember looking around at my teammates and seeing everyone locked in, ready for battle. It was great, man.
Yeah.
I just hope I've, you know, done enough to earn my spot and make these guys believe in me and what I can bring to this team.
Yeah, you know that's cholesterol mammy.
You guys have a pretty nice win streak going on, but I'm wondering if there's anything
No,
you
we
can
get
improve on.
what we've been getting
How do
to,
you
them
keep pushing
eggs
yourself
in
when
the
the team
shell.
is finding so much
Fuck all that old fake ass bullshit, man. Well, man, I ain't on that, man. Yeah,
like Coach
well, you
says,
can get that
you
shit.
can never be satisfied.
I want regular
There's
eggs.
always
I
stuff to
want
work
no
on.
fake shit.
We're winning games right now, but if you go back and look at the
You
tape,
don't know what this shit
there's a
gonna do
possession
to
where I
you
missed a
down the
read,
line.
or a possession where our rotations could have been sharper. So there's always stuff to work on.
fucking with
And
Mother
it goes away.
Nature.
You always got to improve, day by day, week by week, year by year.
Hey, Jay.
What's up, Don?
Good to see you.
You too, man.
Hey, Jay.
Hey, what's up?
Jay, good to see you, buddy.
Got an interview later, right?
Yep.
You don't eat small portions, you eat big portions, large portions.
It's kind of weird. Weird. You're so weird. You're so
Big trouble portion.
Oh, it's still not hot enough?
No, we put on 6. Right. Gonna play me some World of War tanks, man.
All right. You guys ready to get down to business? We got a new contract to hash out.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Absolutely. All right, let's do it.
Pleasure doing business with you, Della. They're the pleasure's all mine. Excited to stay in the Che business.
Henry! 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 Come here! Come here!
I'll do it tomorrow.
Oh,
But you gotta come here before you do that. That's why no one's watching you. That's why no one was watching, Dad. It's copyright, by the way, Dad.